Here's another book for GiGi's story time. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. And the story and pictures are by Maurice Sendak. I used to read this story when I was a little girl. Where the Wild Things Are. Okay. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up," and he was sent to his bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And he came to the place where the wild things are, and they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring them into all their yellow eyes without blinking. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." What are they doing? What do you think a wild rumpus is? Do you think they're howling and dancing and jumping and being crazy? And hanging from things and climbing on things and doing all the crazy things that would drive their mommies and daddies mad. Do they look happy? Do they look like they're having fun? "Now stop," said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed them their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. I hope you liked that book about Max and how he remembered what's really important is to be where somebody loves you the most. And you are right where you are is where people love you the most. And even though I'm far, far away from you right now, I love you the most too. And I miss you. And I will hopefully see you soon. I love you always and forever.